welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Oakland Raiders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Tennessee Titans. Here's the long-awaited return for Marshawn Lynch. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
One of the things I like to do when I'm scouting players is talk to those who knew him before. And I ended up finding out that Amari Cooper has been like a professional route runner since the time he was 6 or 7 years old. Has always taken the game seriously, has always worked on his craft, and you see evidence of that each and every week on an NFL field. Couple that with his athletic ability, it's one big reason he's finding himself open in the NFL.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. If this Tennessee team is going to be one to watch, if they're going to be a factor in 2017, that pass defense has to improve. They were number 30 last year.
As a team that should be more comfortable with the schemes that they're playing, as well as being able to add a few new ones because they've stayed stable on the defensive side in their staff. So what they're teaching now, they've learned before. They should be able to tune that up a little bit and get better play on the back end in order to improve that number from 2016.
Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a play fake. Carr eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the play clock's running down. Carr now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. Go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Open man there is Patterson. Played.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On on second down, Lynch. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished 3rd in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
For these Raiders, as they head out on offense, the arrow, I think you'd agree, certainly pointing straight up this season, coming off their first playoff appearance since way back in Super Bowl 37.
And just think about how they've improved since the time they did draft Derek Carr to be their quarterback. They've gone from 3-13 to 7-9 to 12-4. But it wasn't just Derek Carr. Beefed up the offensive line.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo. Coming in from his outside linebacker spot, he buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Carr to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. Matt Forte, a first-quarter touchdown there. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Again, it's Murray, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Offside, defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the LA Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, the run with Lynch. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Orakpo in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On play action, it's Carr. And it's caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They try again with Lynch. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, his first ever touchdown in silver and black, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the... And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And now running right through it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offside. Defense.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Eric Decker, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Mariota again. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught at the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught, it's Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run with Lynch. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Marshawn Lynch, welcome back, Beast Mode. We've missed you. The end zone's probably missed him. I know he's missed the end zone, too.
Look, we're way up over the top of the stadium. All right, we're up a ways from it. But did you feel it? Did you feel the earth move a little bit? When he gets to the end zone, you feel it in a stadium. And
you know that the crowd, no matter who they're cheering for, they were waiting for this moment. The return into the end zone of Marshawn Lynch. Looking from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got Decker, left side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Titans haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Raiders will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Following the forced fumble, Arakpo showing skill here to get to the QB. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Now after the fumble, Cook's got nobody around him on the catch, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 9. Titans have it on 2nd and 5. The pass ends up being picked off. Brooks in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Lynch is going to dart up the middle. He'll take it in for the touch. The lead now at 17. So that'll do it for us in Orlando for the second half kickoff. Let's get back up to Nashville as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The new Titan, Eric Weems, to return. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota trying to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Oh, nice move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Carr, letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking one up. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's Carr to throw. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up. Because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime action. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. To throw Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now Derek Carr. He is the focus of our players' spotlight. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Orakpo able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback all day long.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake. Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And he's going to go down again. Avery Williamson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. 35 yards. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out to kick is Janikowski. It's the rookie Adoree Jackson on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mariota on 1st down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Janikowski now for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Mariota. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Corey Davis. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Caught right side, Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And it was the Jets coming away victorious there. Josh McCown, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. So out come the Raiders. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Carr going to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Oakland, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Want to see what happens next? Choose yes to continue playing the remainder of the season. Customize your season experience before jumping into your next game. Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan.